Days ago, violent riots at UC Berkeley. Last night, New York University, 11 people arrested during a protest against the co-founder of Vice Media, Gavin McInnes. McInnes holding a seminar for the university's college Republicans. He says he was pepper sprayed by someone in the crowd. Charges range from disorderly conduct, criminal mischief, resisting arrest, and at least one drug possession charge. Joining us tonight, co-host of The Five, Kimberly Guilfoyle. And Kimberly, great to have you here.
Great to be here with you.
As an attorney, this has to be even more shocking to you that these institutions of higher learning, academia, free speech is not even considered relevant to an education now. These universities just saying, the hell with it. If you're a conservative, you've got no rights.
Yeah, they behave like fascist regimes, right, where they don't allow any other thought, any independent thinking. They don't want to open their minds. The higher the learning in academia, the dumber down they get, it seems, in terms of not allowing people to come forward and talk about the issues, and maybe somebody might learn something. I mean, can you imagine if the situation were reversed? And it's really appalling to me. And I went to UC Davis, okay, which is not behaving well these days either. Right. It's right up there with Berkeley for nonsense. Now you see this in New York, but it's shameful. And you would think that the professors and administrators in these universities would actually give a damn, that they would actually want someone to be able to open their mind and respect the First Amendment, respect freedom of speech, and encourage students there to be able to participate. And at Berkeley, you know, that was sold out. It was a sold-out event, and then look what happened with the rioting.
And one arrest. And that was made by the campus police. A different result in New York. I'm pleased to say at least there were 11 arrests. There were consequences for that conduct. Oregon, however, taking an entirely different direction. The governor of Oregon has decided that immigrant sanctuary status would be just perfect for the state of Oregon, even as the president is talking about ending all sanctuary, irrespective of the jurisdiction, whether a city, a county, or a state.
Yeah, and it's just really this kind of, you know, they don't have any respect whatsoever for the federal law, let alone for the presidency, and they're going to try and do it on it. We'll see how well you can do it on your own without federal funding. Let's see how that works out for all of you. And they can't just pick and choose arbitrarily what laws they're going to abide by. That's not how it works.
It seems in this there is some urgency, though, for the Trump administration to act, because as they move, you know, forward here, they can't just, as it were, draw one of those famous red lines. There have to be consequences.
Yeah, and I think, you know what, set an example immediately with one of these wayward states that's very mouthy and wants to let in illegals and let people commit crimes and not abide by the extreme vetting, which is going to make all of us safer from a national security perspective. And it's shameful to me that they are using politics to try to go against public safety and totally disregarding their obligation to make sure that everybody there in those communities has a safe place to be. I mean, it's sad to me, and he needs to send an example, and I think that he will.
2 weeks he's been president of the United States.
Busy.
It has been incredible. In 2 weeks, what he has done, even the White House press corps, many of them are begging for mercy right now. They're thrilled that he's gone to the winter White House down to Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach. They just need a breather.
They need a breather. I mean, it's been, I'm almost terrified to go to sleep. I don't want to miss anything. Believe me, you know, I'm staying here tonight till late in case there's any big breaking news and need to throw on an hour.
Well, it's really true. And I think there is that view, certainly everyone in our business, it can't wait to get up in the morning. But I think that's true of most Americans. I mean, you don't know what is going to happen because this president is making much happen.
We saw how hard he worked when he campaigned.
Right.
He was relentless while, like, you know, Hillary Clinton was taking naps in a Scooby-Dooby van. And look where that got her, eating Scooby snacks. So now what he's actually doing is honoring the promises that he took very seriously, that he made to the American people, the movement that created across this country to not forget the working class men and women and those in poverty, to try to bring them back into the fold. He takes that obligation and that promise very seriously, and people should give him credit to say, look, he's doing what he said he would, and he's doing it in rapid fire.
You know, the only ones who I believe are not giving him credit, of course, are the national left-wing media and their corporate masters. Other than
the
that,
lamos?
I beg your
The
pardon?
lamos? Yeah,
The
the lamos.
I like that. We'll add that to DIM.
The technical term.
You got it. Kimberly Guilfoyle, thanks so much for being
All
with
right.
us. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Did I mention it was Oregon that was moving towards sanctuary status?
Yes.
To all my friends out in Oregon.